All right, here's what we got today. Push-ups. I personally am a movement-based coach. I like movement-based programs, meaning I don't like to use a lot of machines. Now, I know that not everybody's like me, so I do use machines in my programs. I have plenty of programs that offer machines, but traditionally, I've relied on movement-based exercises. What that means is, instead of a chest press machine, I would rather do a dumbbell press or a bench press or an overhead press or a push-up. So today we're going to talk about push-ups because some people can't do push-ups. So I've got some variations, some techniques similar to how I showed on the pull-ups where you can progress yourself to finally doing a push-up. The other thing I have is for people who can do a bunch of push-ups. If you can do 50 or 60 push-ups, I've got some variations that you could benefit from to make it harder. So working with a variety of people, I've learned sometimes I need to make it easier, sometimes I need to make it harder. But those experiences have really molded my beliefs and kind of honed in on my strategies. So there are 3 strategies I'm going to show you today. I think 2 of them are going to be new to most people, but whether you can't do a push-up, there's a variation for you. And whether you're really good at them, I've got some more challenging variations for you. So here they go. So push-ups are a lot like pull-ups where if you can't already do one, they can be frustrating to finally get that first one down or to learn to do them. And if you haven't seen my pull-ups, I've got a unique method to provide individualized assistance for everybody's ability. It's long-term, you can adjust it and progress it in increments. There's many options to do so. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it below. But for push-ups, you want to find a similar option where it's long-term and it sets you up best to transition to do a regular straight-up push-up, just like I did with a pull-up. So this is something else I learned in the performance world where we often prioritize the movement, specifically with position being number 1 priority. So I know that one way to make a push-up easier to do is to do it on your knees, but then you lose the position. So this method, using elevation or incline, allows you to maintain the same position that you're going to hold when you're doing a push-up straight on the ground. So first concept is the higher the bar. I like a rack because you can adjust the J-hooks and you can move them up or down. Another good tool to use is the Smith machine. Those are super easy to move up and put on a level that suits your ability. The higher it is, the easier it is. The lower it is, the harder it is. So I'll outline some legit game plans as far as reps and sets for push-ups if you're looking to try to finally start doing some push-ups unassisted, flat on the ground. So I'll put that at the bottom. But you want to start at a position that allows you to do, I think 10 or 12 reps is ideal. That's where you're looking to find a level, a height that matches your ability to where you can do 10 to 12 quality reps, full range of motion. So the position I mentioned you're going to want to hold on the floor doing a flat push-up is the same one you're going to hold here. It's straight line head to heel. So I'm going to put my feet back and there's no A-frame, there's no hips out. There's no sagging the hips. You want to find right there, straight line. And I like to squeeze my glutes because that ensures that I'm locked in and I'm straight. From there, all you do is lower your chest. Now, I feel like the bar is a little low. So I'm going to take a small step back and I want the bar to come a little bit higher on my chest. And that feels good. So this is a great option. It gives you the ability to do reps. Higher rep sets right now are going to be ideal because the more reps, the more practice you get. The lower you go, the heavier and harder it is, the less reps you can probably do when you start out. So another great thing is you can mark down the number on the rack that you're setting it at. If it's too easy, obviously you can lower it, but over time the idea is to progress yourself lower and lower. So these reps down here are going to be harder, but we're always using full range of motion, and it's just a good way to over time progress yourself down to the ground so you can finally do a full push-up. Last thing I'll say is it's very important that you don't omit other exercises. If you can improve general strength, specifically pressing, that's dumbbell press, bench press, overhead press, anything, that's also going to contribute. General strength is going to make a push-up easier. Another thing is to optimize or improve your body composition. If you're holding extra weight, the easiest way to get stronger relative to your body weight would be to reduce excess weight. But a combination of all the things are going to finally get you to the point where you can finally do some push-ups straight from the ground. All right, on the other hand, you might already be really good at push-ups. You might be strong. Push-ups are almost too easy. So if you want to make them harder or progress them, I like to use a band. I've seen people use bands different ways. This is the most simple and controllable, in my opinion. Take the band just like this, put it around your back, you put it underneath your rear delts, it's going across, and you pretend like it's not even there. Okay, so you can't max out push-ups with weight, right? You can't add weight, but I do like to max them out with reps. So I like to use max reps with body weight, max reps with an orange band. This is one of the most underutilized tools. It's cheap. It's just enough resistance to make it different and difficult. But I've got a max rep with this band. I've got a max rep with the red band, the blue band, and even the green band, right? So now I've got push-ups for people who can't do a push-up and people who can do a ton of push-ups. I've got one more option, and this one's for people who have maybe previous injuries or just ailments or shoulder issues that push-ups just don't sit straight with them. So sometimes I regress them to incline, but here's one more option that you might have never seen. All right, the final variation I got today is a trap bar. What the trap bar is going to do is going to create a neutral grip. Sometimes if you got a cranky shoulder or a past injury, the neutral grip or change of hand position can alleviate that. So I have used it. It has been very helpful for a lot of people. And if you are healthy, it's another variation to get a PR on max reps. So that's how I see it. You simply just grab the trap bar and you do push-ups. Now, I'm not a fan of the going past neutral to get that deep flexion. I don't like that. I think it puts a little too much unnecessary stretch in this front shoulder, but that's definitely an option. Some people might say they do dumbbells. I just think a trap bar is much more stable. So one of them or all of them, try them out, add them into your program, add them with your clients if you're a coach. Let me know how it goes. And if you have another variation that I didn't show, share it below.